my name is Professor Dawn Fotopulos, and it is my honor to present to you this year's Stanley J. Oakes Award for Outstanding Alumni to Gerta, Yzieraj, Hagen. Yeah. I met Gerta in the second year of my 15-year tenure here as full-time faculty. And she's a remarkable lady. She was born in Albania. And for those of you who don't know, the tyrannical leader of Albania, about 3 generations ago, took over the country, murdered all the priests, all of the nuns, anybody of faith. Private property was confiscated. They wrapped barbed wire around the country, and he proclaimed to the world that Albania was the only true atheistic country. What a triumph. And out of that society, this young lady was born and raised by 2 amazing parents who I've had the privilege to meet. And she came to the U.S. as a teenager with 1 beaten-up suitcase, not a good command of the language, which she eventually conquered. She was not supposed to come here. Her high school friend was supposed to come here. Her high school friend did not come here. Gerta did come here. Happy birthday to us. It was astounding to see in this young lady who barely tipped the scales at 90 pounds, the depth of faith and wisdom, the uncompromising drive and ambition for excellence and integrity that was not for her own gain, but for the gain of others, and the courage of 10 Roman legions. She was not just satisfied with understanding and passing her exams, but she had to have mastery of it. And she attends both her career now and as she did her academics with equal verve. She was a member of a very elite group of students, a small group of students, when I taught market research at a time when the future of the King's College was unsure. It was a very unstable time. And we decided as a small little group of heretics that we were going to review the college as if we were consultants giving it advice. And we did a full review, a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And I applied them with Starbucks for several days, and they got up in front of the executive committee and they spoke truth to power. And they were absolutely brilliant. And the truths that they spoke then hold true today. Watching her present her financial performance of her $40 million publicly traded company through a simulation in business strategy was so much fun. As a senior, you know, as professors, we kind of know when things are starting to fall into place. And as she got up there and she had a complete command of her financials, I sat back and said, this is like dessert after a brilliant 5-course meal. How fun is this? And after graduation, she had to go back home. And that was a hard transition. She didn't want to go. And I took her by the shoulders and I said, Gerta, who better than you to bring hope to hopelessness? Who better than you to be the bridge between what is and what can be? Who better than you? Because you've seen both sides now. And you've got the courage and the background. Who better than you? And so she went. And she worked for World Vision as an area director. And when she took on the job, discovered that the people that reported to her in the field were on the take. They were all taking bribes. And she fired them all. And one was very angry and said to her, I'm not going to kill you, I'll kill your children. She fired her anyway. And a lot of us were in prayer. And I met the people that she hired, and they're amazing people. And I'm sorry. Today's students have no comprehension. When they hear discussions in an election cycle about socialism and communism, they have no, it is so painfully easy to accept rhetoric and not have to live out the truth, right? And Gerta is nationally known at this point. She's done a lot of work for raising up women of small children, giving them the support that they need and have never had. And we are so proud of her for not just what she's done, but who she is. And we're so thrilled that we can call her one of ours. Oh gosh, hold on one second. We thank God for the fingerprint that she's left on the history of the King's College. And her sister, Erisa, who is also an alumna of great distinction, is here, and she's going to accept the award in Gerta's absence. But please give Gerta and her sister a round of applause for a job well done.
Greetings from Tirana, Albania, friends. I so wish I was there with you today to celebrate and to greet you all in person. I dearly miss New York City, and I miss the King's College even more. It holds a very, very special place in my heart. When I was accepted at King's, I was a baby Christian. I was just a 1 week old, let's say, baby Christian. And at King's, I learned about Christ. I grew in my faith. And I grew because people decided that they didn't want to be just my professors. They wanted to be my mentors. They wanted to be my spiritual mentors. There wasn't a moment where I felt alone at the King's College, and for that, I would be eternally grateful. In many ways, I am who I am today because the King's College decided to invest in me. So everything that I have done here in Albania, actually my very coming back to Albania, it's because someone from the King's College decided to take a minute out of their busy day. And I'm going to say the name, Eric Bennett, in 2006, when I was walking out of a final exam, you stopped me and you said, "Hey, how is it going? Can I take a moment and we can pray together with my roommate, Heidi?" You said, "Why don't we pray? What are you doing with your life after you graduate King's?" And I said, "I don't know what everybody else does. You know, what do college students do? They go and apply at different jobs and they figure out what they do later." But you took that moment and you prayed, and God gave you a vision. And because of that vision that I remember very clearly and has never left me, I am here today in Albania. I embarked on a 1 week long fasting and praying, and I felt that the Lord wanted me to come back. I've never regretted that decision, Eric, so I thank you for taking that moment. At the King's College, I also learned that integrity really matters. It matters. It is at the core of our faith. And this is through another funny story, actually. It was my sophomore year, and we were student leaders in training at the presidential inauguration at the Plaza Hotel in New York City. At the same venue, Miss Universe was taking place. So together with my other student leaders, we decided to play a prank on Miss Universe. We went out daring one another, saying that we would introduce each other as competitors to Miss Universe from different countries. So I went up and I said, "Hi, my name is Gerta, and I am Miss Albania 1999. And we took pictures in her limo, and we put her beautiful crown, taking pictures with it, and went on laughing. We ran into David Leedy, who saw what happened and said, what's going on here?" He says. And I said, "Oh, you wouldn't believe it, David. We took a picture with Miss Universe, and we told her we were Miss Albania and Miss Macedonia." There was another classmate of mine who was in training to be a student leader. So David said, I assume you told her it was a joke afterward. And I said, no, why would we do that? You know, where's the fun in that? Well, the next morning, I find myself in Dave's office. So he has me sitting down and he said, Gerta, have you thought about what happened last night? And I said, what happened last night? Nothing happened last night. And he said, but what you shared with her was a lie. And I said, no, it wasn't. It was just fun. David, come on. You're such a fun spoiler. He said, Gerta, we have talked as faculty and staff, and you're about to lose your leadership position as a student leader in the housing system. I want you to figure out a way that you can say you're sorry, that it was a joke, and I want you to really think about this, because this is not an issue of a prank. This is about your integrity and what your words communicate to other people. David, that lesson has served me many times in life. I have gone back to that lesson when I've had very tough decisions to make in my working life as an adult, and I've told this story to my children over and over, helping them to make the right choices. And then how could I ever forget truth and grace? Being an Albanian, we are known to be very direct. You know, I say what I'm thinking without considering how other people might feel, or that it might make them, let's just say, a bit withdrawn or hurt their feelings. Albanians are very straightforward. But Don Fotopulos taught me that speaking the truth is important, but speaking the truth with grace is being Christ-like. So thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy days, out of your busy schedules, to mentor and to love on me, but I'm sure you've done it through many, many generations of the King's College students. I am so deeply grateful to receive this award today. I feel very undeserving of it, but I take it as an encouragement and to spur me on to be more Christ-like. Thank you again, and I wish you all the best. Bye.